comes from you, the viewer. And with that, one of the strongest proponents and friends of Channel 7 here in Anchorage, Chris Rogness, my co-host, will take over from there.
Thanks, Chris. As I was watching the show on cats and dogs, it made me think how much comfort and loyalty and friendship your pet gives you. You can kind of think of public television in the same way. You know that Channel 7 will always be here, even if you don't watch Channel 7 every day of the week. You see something in the paper, you say, ooh, that cats and dogs special, that looks good. I think I'll tune that in tonight. You know Channel 7 will always be there with those great programs. And if you have a night that's free, maybe you have a hectic life, and one night a week is free, you can be sure that no matter what you tune on to Channel 7, it will be great programming. But don't deceive yourself. You may think that Channel 7 will always be here, but it won't be here unless you do your part and become a member. Join us at the $35 level, the $70 level, $140 level, whatever you can afford to pay, but your contribution does make a difference. Don't say, well, I'll let the other guy do it. Channel 7 will always be here whether I contribute or not. That's not so. You do need to do your part and say, I love public television and I want it to always be here like my loyal cat or dog. There will always be Channel 7 here with your help. So do your part now and go to the phone and dial that number on your screen. I'm sure you know it by heart by now. Chris?
You know, while you're speaking about loyalty, one of the most loyal community participants all along has been National Bank of Alaska for Channel 7. And while you were speaking, I was watching the monitor, and by you is the Sidney Lawrence print of Summer Evening, Mount McKinley, and it's quite nice. This has never been published before. It is of the level of $140 contribution. It's a premium for those of you who call in, and it's very good. In fact, it's never been out again. It's never been in print, and it is of the same size as the original that hangs somewhere in the headquarters of National Bank of Alaska. And so it's institutions, businesses, individuals, everybody in this community that makes a station like this operate. Again, it's you, the viewer, who is the largest sole source of funding. One other thing that needs to be pointed out before I hand it back to Chris is that we have a bank of phones here, and they are not ringing. And we have people from computer land, and they have to go to work tomorrow, and they have to have sleep tonight, and they have to make this worthwhile. So call them up, and after you pledge your 140, 280, 35, 70, whatever the level, then ask them a computer question. But these folks are here, and they're here to help you. Back here, we have the unaffiliated, the friends, the volunteers of Channel 7. They've come out. And by the way, when you call in, if you have any problems and you're disconnected for whatever reason, because sometimes we get an avalanche of calls all at once, and the line goes dead, please call back. Great, $140 right there. So that person's going to get one of these dog books, perhaps. If not the dog book, then the Sidney Lawrence print over by Chris. That is a gorgeous print. And by the way, that reminds me of the fact that we have Lawrence of Alaska being produced by Channel 7. It's the 50th anniversary of Sidney Lawrence's death here in Anchorage. And with that, I give you back to Chris Rogness.
And just briefly, there are of those nice prints. There were only 750 printed. They're already down to 600. So we are early in the drive, but if you want to get in on this, call us now because this will not last forever. Give us a call now. We're going now into a Red Skelton special. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Stay tuned.
You're watching KAKM Channel 7, Public Television in Anchorage.
Two seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff, see? Here. Now you're going to listen to this.
Skelton special, I'm sure it brings back. And we have a happy crowd with us this evening. I'm sure it brings back a lot of happy memories for many of you viewing Red on a Sunday evening. We'll go right back to that, but first we want to convince you to become members of Channel 7. This is the March Festival 90 membership drive, where we're trying to get you to become members of Channel 7. So far, we've raised $32,799, which is very good, but we've got a long way to go because our ultimate goal is $150,000. So in the middle of Red, you have time to give us a call, make some popcorn, grab a can of pop, get back to the TV set and do all those good things and enjoy the rest of the evening of viewing, which after Red will be Jimmy Buffett. So stay tuned. And now I will turn it over to Chris J., my co-host for this evening.
Thank you, Chris. Most of you would see Red if we didn't have a Channel 7. And so show your support, show your enthusiasm. Give us a call right now. It's 563-7000. It's 563-7000. I'm going to have the group of phone bank people ring their bells one more time. We had a terrific last break. We had $1,345 phoned in, and so that brings us up over $32,799. And some of you who were calling in are Amy and Dieter Lindsay, Alan Johnston, who is my neighbor, and Alan is always good for a few laughs. Especially when he doesn't mow his yard during the summer, but we like him anyway. And he wanted me to personally autograph this dog dish that we were going to christen the neighborhood moose dish. And so to Alan, thank you very much. And it's from me, and I will deliver it personally, Alan. So Alan and Jennifer Johnston of Hideaway Lake Drive. And another special caller was Fred Thorner. And Fred, I don't know how old he is, but he's at his grandmother's watching tonight. He pledged $5. Fred's in grade school. So if Fred can pledge $5, you can pledge $35, you can pledge $70, you can pledge $140, $280. Some of the others calling in, Gene Sullivan, Eric and Gail Johnson, Lee Robertson, Megan McCann, Margie Doberman, and one very special person in my life, one of the people I work with, Candy Severson and her husband John and son Eric, who are dog lovers and who very much enjoyed the last program, called in and gave a very handsome pledge for Channel 7, your community station. Chris?
There's lots more on this Festival 90 that you're going to be seeing with performing artists like Red Skelton. Last night, if you happened to see the Joan Baez special, it was just great. That really brought back memories. And tonight, Jimmy Buffett. Tuesday night, James Taylor in concert. Wednesday night, unforgettable Nat King Cole. I can't wait to see that one. Saturday night, Peter, Paul, and Mary. And then Sunday night, they're going to show the movie West Side Story. And that really dates you when you watch that, and the kids are jumping around. But all these things are on public television because of your support. Give us a call. You can join us at the $70 level, the $140 level, the $280 level. And by doing your part and becoming members, you support public TV, and you also get some great premiums. Not only do you get the premiums, you get a program guide, and we have a tape now to show you of some of the premiums that you can choose from if you become a member of Channel 7. Watch.
When you pledge a membership to Channel 7 during Festival 90, you can choose one of these exciting premiums. At the $70 level, you can add the famous KAKM mug to your collection, or the Sesame Street musical storybook. Each storybook is filled with songs that are easy for children to play. At the $140 level, choose either Channel 7's durable and roomy navy blue attaché or the Sesame Street cassette pack. Each cassette is packed full of cheerful songs from Sesame Street. There's more. When you pledge at the $280 level, receive this handsome leather car visor filled with many useful items. Call now and pledge a membership to Channel 7, and one of these premiums can be yours.
Welcome back, and I hope that video helped you make up your mind on how much you wanted to call in and pledge. This program tonight and any fun campaign that we have would never be a success without those people who come out during the day and night to work in the phone banks. It's my pleasure now just to go down and introduce those with us tonight. Craig McCracken. Craig is on the phone right now. Next to Craig is Kelly Coyle. And next to Kelly is David. And both Kelly and Dave are with Computerland. Pam is next to Dave. And then we have Shannon Osborne And also, and I scoot over here so I don't get in Shannon's mother's way, Elise. And next to Elise is Bonnie. Over there in the corner is Paula. And over here is our veteran crew of school teachers, 82 years of collective experience in the Anchorage School District. And that's Marcella Williams, Jean Ring, and Henrietta Vaden. And so later in the evening, for those students that they had who did poorly, we may read your names. So we'd advise you to call in now and pay them off by pledging very generously to this Channel 7 fund drive. And with that, that's the last thread I'll give this evening, and back to Chris.
One other volunteer that we missed today was Brianna, and she's Elise's daughter. And Brianna, do you like public television?
Yes.
Kind of talk right here because we did this kind of spur of the moment. What's your favorite show on public TV?
Sesame Street.
I like that too. That's one of my favorite. And Brianna's mom and sister are down here helping out tonight, and she's helping too, and she likes public TV a lot. We hope you do. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is talk to one of the volunteers. They'll take down your name, your address, your phone number, ask you how much you'd like to pledge. They'll ask if you want your name read on the air. We don't have to read your name on the air. We can say anonymous. And you can charge it. You can pay in installments. If you pledge $140, you can pay like $12, $15 every month. Charge, cash, check. We make it very easy to become a member of Channel 7, so please do your part. Give the volunteers a call. They want to talk to you.
Chris, I came from a Red Skelton family, and a number of us tonight have been trying to recall all the characters that Red used to play. Clem Cadiddlehopper, the mean little kid. Can you think of any?
The Seagulls.
The Seagulls, oh, Heathcliff and Gertrude. That was very good.
And tell us the story about the Christmas Eve guy.
Oh, Freddie the Freeloader. Every Christmas, Freddie basically was lonely. He was also hungry, and he would try to get arrested. And he would try his utmost to get arrested so he could spend Christmas night, Christmas Eve, $140. Freddie would like that. In the city jail, so he had a warm place and something to eat. Well, invariably, he would throw a brook through a window or something like that, and somebody who was an innocent passerby would get picked up and arrested. So that's the one thing I remember. Freddie usually would meet somebody nice right before Christmas Eve, midnight, and they'd take him home, feed him, and that was in the program. But Red Skelton was always a mainstay when I was growing up. Now, one thing that we need to hear is less Freddie the Freeloader memories and more phone calls. You were extremely generous last break. There's no doubt about it. $1,300 plus is a very good break, and I wished every break could be that good. But you need to make this one just as good. We have a lot of volunteers here who want to help the station, and they want to help you directly by bringing you the kind of programming that we've all been accustomed to. So with that, Chris, you want to wrap this period up?
I do. As I recall, these Red Skelton specials used to be on Sunday night. I'm not positive, but I also remember growing up on Sunday night was Wonderful World of Disney. There were some great programs on Sunday night in our family. Oh, and Bonanza, I remember was on Sunday. Our family would sit around and watch TV. But I know there wasn't anything on TV then, at least not compared to some of the things on now, that my parents had to worry about what you were going to be watching on TV. These days, parents do have to be really careful about what's on TV, but some of the fine children programming on Channel 7 is simply just can't be beat. And tomorrow night is going to be a special Our Neighbor Fred Rogers. It'll be on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And the kids will enjoy it, but I bet you as parents will like it even more because it talks all about Fred Rogers when the program started, and he's just such a gentle, wonderful human being. So that's just an example of the quality children programming on Channel 7. And that's what made me think of the Red Skelton, the whole family sitting around watching TV. There are so many things on Channel 7 that you can be sure that your family will like. And if parental discretion is advised, in our program guide there are some little stars, some asterisks. Beware, this may not be suitable for children. So if you become a member of Channel 7, you get a program guide, and it does tell you if there are some programs that maybe you don't want to let the kids watch. Anyway, that's up to you to decide, but right now you are watching public TV, and if you are not a member, you should become one now. You've got time to go to your phone because right now we're coming back to Red Skelton. We'll watch the second half, and after that we're going to watch Jimmy Buffett, so sit back and you'll really be able to enjoy it if you're a member, and it's really easy to do. just call 563-7000 and become a member. And we're going to go there in about 10 seconds, a countdown. You do have time to call us, though. Thank you for viewing. We hope you enjoy the rest of the Red Skelton special. Thanks.
You're watching KAKM, Channel 7, Public Television in Anchorage.
Now, while I comb my hair.